Yo, what's up guys? So in this video, we're gonna talk about the best print-on-demand sites for books. All right, welcome back to my channel. My name is RJ Martinez, and in this video, we're gonna talk about the best websites for print-on-demand books. So there's KDP, of course, everyone probably already knows that one, but there's a few more, right? If you guys have been following me the last year or so, I've been trying to scale my KDP business to that level that I wanted at for my personal goals and stuff like that. I have had a few bestsellers on there, and a few new releases on there, and then going into Q4, man, it's looking really, really good. Super excited for Q4 with KDP. It's like sky's the limit, baby. Sky's the limit. So by the end of this video, I'm gonna go over some pros and cons of these different websites, right? Give you guys a better understanding. So you guys make sure you guys stick around to the very end. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, of course, comment down below and I'll be getting to all of them. Now, when I first thought about publishing a book myself, right, I was very intimidated, right? Because I thought I would have to be a writer. I suck at writing, right? Thought I would have to be a writer. I thought I would have to do some off-the-wall type of books, right? And like write like a novel or something like that. And I was like, dude, this is gonna be freaking challenging. I was like, you know what? I was like, I just put like a roadblock up for myself. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. And I was just like, dang. But then, then I started learning about like low content, coloring, and then I started learning about coloring books, and then I started learning about just like gratitude books and all these different types of log books, all these, right? Okay. And I was like, dude, okay, now I can see where I can kind of put myself into these categories to publish my first book. And then I think within 5 books I already had a bestseller, and then it was a #1 new release, a bestseller. And I was like, dude, okay, now this is really crazy, because I'm like, now if I can do it with this book, how come I can't do it with the next book, right? And then also too, that a lot of people overthink about with coloring books, like it's just basically taking like your custom illustrations that you're using for t-shirts or whatever it is, right? And then using them on, taking out the color and just put the line drawings in coloring books. But then, of course, in order for you to get to that level that I want to be at, right? I have to get people, I have to get a team, because I suck. Of course, I suck when it comes to drawing or any of that stuff. So I outsource a lot of stuff. If you guys are new to my channel, right? But I understand the research and the concept and all that stuff, and getting the workflow down behind that. I'm really talented at that and putting a team together. Now, with the line drawings and stuff like that, putting a coloring book together, at a certain point, right, you want to get to that level where you're just the best, right? In that niche, you want to be the best in that niche, and you just want to dominate it. And I've done that with a few niches already. So it comes to a point where you can't just use your t-shirt illustrations, take out the color and put it into a coloring book. At the beginning, yeah, you can do it just to test it out, but then there comes a time where you just have to focus on the coloring book niche, just as a general, right? The coloring books in general, you have to focus on that. So the same thing applies to low content, or even if you're writing high content novels, right? You can do the same thing. You can get ghostwriters and stuff like that, right? So the sky is the limit. Now, what is print on demand, right? So basically what print on demand is create the book, right? You're gonna create the design, whatever, and it's gonna be online, for example, on Amazon. And when you get on Amazon, the customer purchases that book. They like it on Amazon, right? And what these third-party companies are doing, for example, like KDP integrates with Amazon, right? So what these third-party companies are doing is when it integrates, so it's integrating with Amazon. When that customer purchases it on Amazon, it goes through KDP. KDP ships it to the customer, and you don't deal with no customer service, no inventory. You don't deal with none of that stuff. And that is freaking big, right? The only thing you do is collect your royalty. And that's really, really freaking awesome. Okay, that's what print on demand is. The first one we're gonna be going over is Kindle Direct Publishing. This is the platform that I personally work on and what I personally recommend. That's why it's #1, right? There's so much you can do, right, when it comes to creating your own book and putting your own flip on it, right? Maybe you love to cook, and you're a chef, right, and you want to make a cookbook. Okay, say you have like a ballerina, you're a ballerina instructor, and you want to create your own like this stuff, like this is ideas. You want to create your own dance logbook, or right, your daily logbook. Just taking what you know already and turning it into a book is literally that simple. You can do it. It's really easy, okay? Don't overthink this. You don't have to be some awesome writer to create a book, right? To be a published author, right? And that's where, at the end of the day, that's what it is, right? So you can add that to your your Instagram bio, right? So it's really that simple. But when you're doing your research and stuff like that, you want to make sure there's a demand, of course, and that's really important. Okay, they say there's a book. There's a lot of people have this issue too, where they say they're a ballerina instructor, and then they don't have a certain book. There's no books out there that meets their needs. They end up creating it themselves, right? And then all of a sudden, it turns into a bestseller, and it's literally that simple. Now, me personally, like I love in school and stuff like that, I used to hate reading it, hated doing all that stuff. That was just me personally, right? Not you, just me personally. I was more of a video content person. I watched the video and understand, and like, oh, okay, cool. This is exactly what you need to do this and stuff. So when it comes to like coloring books, I think it's really entertaining for me, but it's fun at the same time to create something for someone that will color it, from adult coloring books to kids coloring books, right? So there's something right there that kind of just give you guys an insight and understanding what you can do, right? Me personally, myself, that's what I've done, right? Now with KDP, they control like 80% of the ebook marketplace, right? When it comes to Amazon. And it's really cool, very user-friendly. It integrates, they give your own dashboard. They give you so much, okay, with KDP. This is why I love it. And it's like, that sets you up for success. From publishing your book, right? Pushing it to different marketplaces, creating your cover on the back end, just helping you with the videos and tools and everything that you need. And not only that, it's Amazon. That's kind of like their go-to in a way. They just recommend it. And now when you start leveraging Amazon's traffic, KDP, you can make a ton of money by doing this, and it's really cool. It's really, really cool, right? They provide your own ISBN number, your barcode, your own personal barcode for your books, and that's free, right? You can upload your own, but why not use the free ISBN number that Amazon provides, or KDP provides you, right? So that's really big. It's huge. Okay. Now you can with the KDP, when you upload your book, right, it automatically distributes them to several different marketplaces, from Japan to France to the UK, Canada, and it distributes them. It pushes them to those other marketplaces, and then of course they distribute to other marketplaces. Like I've seen my book on Barnes and Noble, and it's just that it pushes it out through a lot of places. Now this is one of the things, right? Now the cons, like when it comes to Amazon and you're selling on different marketplaces, they charge a little bit of a higher fee. Like, so for example, Barnes and Nobles, there is a higher fee, right? This is part of the game, right? So they charge a higher fee when it comes to that. If you're not selling it on Amazon, it's not that much of a fee, but then when you're selling it outside of Amazon, they charge a more higher premium fee, which is a more royalty for you. KDP, also they don't provide no card covers or anything like that, because they're doing paperbacks and ebooks. That's it. Okay, that's all they do. Mainly, I focus on paperbacks. All right, so number 2, okay, is going to be Ingram Spark. They pride themselves in a self-publishing distribution company, and they're very direct about that. Okay, and one of the cool things about them too as well, they have hard book covers, right? I only have a few books up there. I know that so with the pricing and stuff like that, they do charge a premium price for a book if you want to publish it on there. Now this is one of the things that it can be very intimidating with certain people, right? So when you're putting a book up on a certain marketplace, and if they're charging you, and also too, this is a good thing, because this may be you would, like, for example, like for me, for example, I'll take my bestsellers and I'll probably put them over there on Ingram Spark. But I've done it with a few of them already. But it just leveraging certain marketplaces just to test them out and see what happens, right? It might be different from Kindle Direct Publishing also too. I might need to just focus on one platform and then worry about that later on, right? So that's the way I kind of see it too as well. But also it's when they charge per book, something like that, it kind of keeps out a lot of the people that try to spam the platforms when they try to use like automation softwares and stuff like that. I raised my hand because at first I was kind of trying to go in that direction. And then after I started to see, okay, this is not the direction I want to go. I actually want to create like a premium book that dominates the niche, and that's what I turn my focus on to now, because it's easy, right? Anyone can do automation software and upload and stuff like that onto different marketplaces. But now when it comes to this, it's more of, instead of switching the covers out and uploading the same interior over and over and over and over and over, it's more of creating an actual cover, the actual interior, and uploading the book, right? So that's the good thing about that. That's what I recommend. Like when it comes to that, that's my thoughts on that right there. All right, so the third website is going to be Blurb, right? And let's go into the computer for this one and check it out. All right, guys. So also too, just a heads up, I'm gonna have all the links down below. So if you get confused about anything, just so you guys can check out anything down below. Now, as I was going over a lot of this stuff, most of these, like all these print-on-demand websites for books, they do pretty much all. You can all sell, like it gives you the option. It shows you like selling to Amazon and stuff like that. So most of them, most of the print-on-demand websites that you find personally, they should be integrating with Amazon.com, right? So. And you can see over here, so the third one is Blurb, and you can see what kind of things that they offer, right? Could start creating. And this is more, I wanted to show you guys in the computer because like photo books, trade books, magazines, and wall art, right? This is really cool because photo books, trade books, magazines, like making your own freaking magazine. Come on, man, that's freaking awesome. And it's really cool. And you can see making your own magazine, man. That's cool. It's fun. It's entertaining, right? I think there's something right there, like for anybody, creating your own entertaining magazine and then publish it on any platform, or even if you have your own website, your own audience, you can do all that stuff, right? So, and I think it's really cool. So if you guys haven't like checked out Blurb, I would recommend you come over here and check out Blurb. Wall art, you can see right here, right? You can see, and also too, they're giving you a sample projects, right? So you can see Barnes and Noble, Apple, Amazon, okay? Print as you go, and that's the cool thing about this, guys. Remember, print as you go. Like you don't hold no inventory, no freaking inventory. You're just gonna be just creating it. And then the customer purchases it, and then they ship it off for you, right? And if there's a return, it's like, with KDP, like there's no returns, right? So that's it's freaking crazy, right? So, and then they just give you more ideas and more examples what you can do over here. Comic book, come on, right? So, if you guys have any questions, please comment down below, and make sure you check out my other videos over here.